think so. She's up for Entertainer of the Year.
But she's like in a wedding that's that weekend.
Is she?
Yeah. The whole scuttle is Megan is like,
it's her best friend's wedding.
Yeah. She is leading the nominations. She's up for like all of these massive awards, biggest awards night for her since she started. But she is like the maid of honor.
And the reason I know this is because she threw an epic bachelorette. And I was like, man, her party planning and crafting skills and all the things for the bachelorette was really great.
Really on
So
point.
it must be that same wedding, I assume.
Yes.
But I will say, what was it, 2-3 years ago? Miranda won Entertainer of the Year and she wasn't there. Mm-hmm. So maybe, you never know.
I don't know. I mean, from what I've heard from other people in the industry, she does not plan on being there.
I mean, if it's your best friend's wedding.
I'm sorry. I'd go. Would you go?
To the wedding?
No. Would you go to the wedding or would you go to
I would go to the wedding.
I would go to the wedding.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'd go to the awards.
It's all about, that's the Carly Pierce song. That's Dream Come True,
no,
right?
I would go to the wedding.
Because
missing your wedding. That's the vivid line in the song.
If you go to that award show and you don't win anything,
it's your career that you built.
You have it.
You have
it next year.
All right. What would you do?
Well,
615-737-9650.
Number one, your best friend should not plan the wedding on the weekend of the ACM
But they
Award.
didn't know
Like,
that.
I purposely did not plan my wedding on like Miami, Florida State weekend. Like, how stupid do you have to be, too?
What would you do? Call us and tell us. We got more. It's Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Come on, give me a little something.
WSM.
Springer Mountain Farms. American in every sense of the word. Hi, this is Bill Cody. From raising their chickens on family farms in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Georgia to making their own chicken feed from corn and soybeans grown right here in the USA 100% of the time. All Springer Mountain Farms practices and procedures are American Humane certified. And they provide the chickens with a pesticide-free vegetarian diet that never, ever contains any antibiotics, hormones, or animal byproducts. Just great tasting, all natural, simply superior Springer Mountain Farms chicken for you and your family to enjoy. Join the flock at SpringerMTN.com to locate the store or restaurant near you that carries simply superior Springer Mountain Farms chicken. The latest recipes, tips, news, and of course, coupons. You'll find Springer Mountain Farms Simply Superior Chicken in your grocer's fresh meat case and frozen food aisle. Always great care and great taste. Experience the Springer Mountain Farms difference today.
From the Simply Superior Studio, inside the Springer Mountain Farms Acuff House, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody, presented in part by Puckett's Restaurant.
Your radio home for the Opry. WSM, Nashville.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump says efforts to end the war in Iran continue despite a skirmish yesterday. U.S. Central Command says it conducted self-defense strikes against Iranian targets on Thursday after Iran fired at U.S. destroyers in the Strait of Hormuz. A Memphis Democrat is calling for the city to cut ties with Tennessee after Republican lawmakers carved up its only majority black district. The new congressional map was approved by state lawmakers on Thursday and signed into law by the governor. Democratic Congressman Antonio Parkinson responded by saying, "Let Memphis secede from the state." Meta says it will use artificial intelligence to scan photos and videos to determine if a user is under 13. More from Tammy Trujillo.
That's how old you have to be to have an account on Meta platforms, Facebook and Instagram. The company says the system's already in use in a few countries, but will be rolling out more broadly soon.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
WSM weather.
From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your First Alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. More sunshine today in your First Alert forecast. Temperatures staying in the 60s this afternoon. Tonight we're down to the 40s and 30s by tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon warmer in the mid-70s under plenty of sunshine. Saturday we push near 80, mixing clouds and sun, perhaps an isolated shower, but many of us will stay dry. Sunday will stay in the 70s, more clouds, a late-day rain shower or thunderstorm, but still looking very hit or miss, even for our Mother's Day.
Okay, we're at 51 degrees right now on our way to a high in the 70s. Here's what's happening in sports with Charlie Maddox.
Well, two of the best teams in the majors facing off tonight at Dodger Stadium. Game 1 of a 3-game series between the Braves and the Dodgers. Braves tied with the Yankees and the Cubs for the best record. They're all 26-12. The World Series champion Dodgers are 23-14. Chris Sale, who's already won 6 games, is on the mound for Atlanta. First pitch, 9 o'clock. It'll be on ESPN Unlimited. And how about the Cubs? 9 in a row. They beat the Reds last night, 8-3. That's sports.
Bill Cody in the morning. WSM. This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Friday. Happy to have you along for the ride inside our Simply Superior studio here at the A-Cup House on the Opry Plaza. Sun is shining outside. It's going to be a beautiful Friday.
Yes.
Ah, and you had Chick-fil-A, so you've already had a wonderful Friday.
I had to. I woke up this morning. I was hungry. My energy drink I did not put in the fridge last night.
Oh.
And I was like, I need a big cup of ice because it's been a morning. I left without my cup and all this stuff. So I was like, Chick-fil-A, I got to go buy. So
you're good.
Alas.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to the
Cheers
caffeine.
to Friday. Cheers to everything that's going on in the studio. We are having a very lively discussion just a moment ago. So it has come to our attention that possibly, this is all just, please take it with a grain of salt. This is not the gospel, but possibly the front runner this year at the ACM Awards may not be in attendance because I think it's either one of her best friends or her best friend is getting married and she is in the wedding. And so that brought up the discussion. You're up for, 8 ACM Awards, I think? Do you go to the ACM Awards, biggest night in your career up to this point, or do you go to your best friend's wedding?
You go to the wedding.
I second that. You go to the wedding.
I don't second that. I go to the ACM Awards.
Me too. Is that an only
really
child
split.
thing? Is that what's going on? No, because you're an only child too.
Yeah, I just feel like
it's a good friend thing. That's what it is.
I think that just says a lot. I would be so now. Would I be upset and because I even said
if you're
even if we have a conflict of because we are there and the things we do, if we had any conflict, I'd be devastated because I wouldn't get to do what we do. I wouldn't get to show up and work and do all the things we love to do.
Right.
But I do think it's different for artists.
It is different.
So I'm like,
but I mean, also,
I don't know.
I don't know. To me, if you've worked so hard and you've had all of these things that are happening and then you have one night where people are actually going to possibly honor all the work that you put in, and especially that's for your whole team. It's not just you.
Well, and I think that's the other part is you physically being there. If you win the award's still yours.
Yeah, but you don't get to go up there and say thank you to all the people that you need to say thank you to.
Well, you do it through a video, I guess.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys
know what
think?
I'm saying? I think
I'm
that
going to the awards.
If you are there,
here's a blender. Glad you're married. What if the
wedding
doesn't last?
50% of weddings don't last.
There you go. Thank you.
The award is going to last
for your
forever.
friend. You're
the
there for your
award
friend.
is there forever.
Listen, and I'm one person that I don't like to go to weddings. I don't. That's not my idea of fun. I don't love it, but I know if my best friend
is love a wedding.
Annie loves a wedding.
I'm not no. But
Annie will crash your wedding, by the way. If you guys want to send any invitations, let us know because she'll come. She brings the party wherever she goes.
I just do not.
Okay. Let us know. 615-737-9650. Where do you fall on this? Do you go to the awards or do you go to your best friend's wedding? There's no right or wrong.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But we'd love to hear your opinion on it. So give us a call. Hey, coming up in just a little bit, the French Family Band. We love them so much. They got a new single, Just a Little Love. New album is actually coming out in June, so they're going to stop by and chat with us. And we are going to be continuing our conversation about ACMs. Shania Twain is your host. You're going to hear from her. Plus, which country stars have doctorate degrees? Or doctorate degrees if you're talking to Riley Green.
And you mean real ones or?
These are all honorary.
Okay. All right.
There might be a couple that are real. I don't know. Yeah. So I've got a list. We'll chat about it. It's all happening this morning on WSM. Let's rewind to the stage of the Grand Ole Opry right now. Here's Party.
Grand Ole Opry debut.
Oh. Let's hear it.
I got turned around in some little town I'd never been to before. Working my way through middle of June, midnight thunderstorm. There was something in the headlights that stopped me on a dime. Well, she was scared to death, so I said, climb in, and then she climbed. Oh, yeah. Well, she was bruised and broke from head to toe with a tear in her bloodstained shirt. She didn't tell the whole truth, but she didn't have to. I knew what had happened to her. I didn't load her down with questions. That girl had been through enough. I just threw it in drive, looked in those eyes, and asked her where he was.
I don't know if he's an angel, but angels don't do what he did. He was helping to find the man behind all the whiskey scars I had. I never thought my day of justice would come from a judge under sea, but I knew right then I'd never get hit again when he said to me, wait in the truck, just wait in the truck.
Well, I knocked and knocked and no one came, so I kicked in his double wide door. I let the hammer drop before he got to that 12 he was reaching for. And I didn't try to hide my pistol, I didn't even try to run. I just sat on the porch smoking one of his cigarettes and waited for the cops to come. Yes, I did.
I don't know if he's an angel, but angels don't do what he did. He was helping to find the man behind all the whiskey scars I had. I never thought my day of justice would come from a judge under sea, but I knew right then I'd never get hit again when he said to me, wait in the truck, just wait in the truck.
Oh, have mercy on me, Lord, have mercy on me, yeah. Have mercy on me, Lord. It's been 60 months, but she still comes to see me from time to time. It was worth the price to see a brighter side of the girl I picked up that night. And I might be here forever. It ain't paradise, that's true, but it's a whole hell of a lot better than the place I sent him to.
Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me. Lord, have mercy on me. Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me. Oh, have mercy on me. Have mercy, have mercy.
Well, have mercy on me, Lord, have mercy on me.
Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me. Have mercy, have mercy, have mercy on me. Just wait.
Ella Langley, one more time.
Michael Hardy, come on.
Thank you very much.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Are you not entertained?
Presented in part by Hemisphere Coffee Roasters.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-581-1414. That's 800-581-1414. 800-581-1414.
Americana Fest, the Americana Music Festival and Conference, is Nashville's best week of music. Slated for September 15th through September 19th, with performances by Buddy Miller,
I'm fired again.
Katie Pruitt, Melissa Etheridge,
And I chose to survive. God, I love being alive.
Drayton Farley,
And I need your love. This rush just
Aaron Enderlin,
baby, I can be your whiskey.
Leroy Parnell, Shaky Graves, and many more. Premier all-event silver wristbands are available at AmericanaFest.com. That will get you admission into shows, plus invitations to dozens of music, business, panels, and parties. Just want to catch the nighttime showcases? Festival wristbands are also available at AmericanaFest.com.
More Coffee, Country, and Cody is on WSM.
Super excited that they are back with us. The French Family Band is here. Camille, Stewie, and Sonny. Hi, guys. Welcome.
Morning.
Come on in. Pull up a seat to the guitar. Yeah, you guys haven't been in here since we've redone the place.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Well, we're happy to have you back. Welcome. You've got new stuff on the way, new album in June, new song on Friday. You've been busy.
Yeah.
We have, and we've just come back from playing. We've been out on the road for 5 weeks, just the three of us, playing 25 shows over. I know, he's got the look.
Are you guys still speaking to each other?
Wow, that's a lot of family time.
Yeah, the noise cancelling headphones were on the rotation.
And this morning at 8 o'clock, he was back in the car in the back seat going, "Oh, here we go again."
Yeah. Here we go again. Yeah, at some point, closeness is great, and then there are those days where you're like, don't talk to me. Right? Yeah. About how long into the 5 weeks did we get until we got to the point where we were like, we've got how many more weeks of this to go?
Sunny. We're used to each other.
Sure.
Well, we actually, my parents kind of knew I had a little bit of leverage, you know, and so I managed to get them to fly my girlfriend out, who visited for a week, so that got me through it.
Nice. Okay.
Shout out to my girlfriend. No, but that was about 3 weeks in, so that helped a lot.
Okay. So we got to that point and we were like, we know something's going to give.
Yes.
Hop on Southwest. We'll get you here. I can understand that. So when you do these long stretches, let's talk about the planning of it all, because I always find it fascinating. I get to see so many people that are out on the road and they've got this calendar and they're like, we're doing this. And then because we're going to be here, we're going to jump over. And how does the planning process work for y'all, and how far in advance do you have to really plan these things out?
Yeah, we got booked for this tour maybe 12, 18 months ago.
Okay.
But I had to book all of the hotels, book the rental car, you know, do all the things. I actually really like doing that kind of thing. I love it. Yeah, I like being organised.
And she's so good at it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So yeah, I mean, I had our schedule kind of months before, knew where we were staying.
You were ready.
The whole thing. Yeah, the shows were booked. We just had to show up and play. So I feel like I had the easy part doing that and just keeping these boys in line, you know.
I get it.
Yeah.
Is there a preferred place to stay? Do you guys are you loyalists to, you know, a Marriott chain, or do you try to do like the quirky fun, like this is really different because we're in Arizona, let's stay at this, you know, certain place?
I did try to do a bit of both,
okay,
to be honest.
Priorities though were what?
Yeah, I always made sure we would have a gym for Sunny.
Very smart.
So, which usually the dumbbells go up to about 30, which is,
you're like,
you know,
well, it's something.
Yeah, it's something.
10 more than I need, but you know, there's always hope. You know, I mean, and that's why I work out. You know, get to 30 someday.
But we did a couple of Airbnbs, and we stayed in a tiny home one night, and yeah, we had fun. Bit
That's
of an
the fun
adventure.
part of it. Yeah.
So I traveled with Vanderbilt, their women's basketball, for 29 years. So we took probably 500-600 road trips. And we were in Lubbock, Texas one night. And this is the night we learned that you should not stay at a place where more than half the letters on the sign are burnt out, because we were scheduled to stay at the Barcelona court. And we pulled up and it said Ona Ert. And that was really a sign that this was probably not the location for us. So should you ever find yourself in Lubbock, find different accommodations, I would just say. There we go. Okay.
Have you had those stories? Those are always they make for the best stories. They're not fun at the time, but have you had those places where you're there and something you're like, we cannot stay in this place. It's either dirty or crazy or loud, and
Yeah,
she's got her hands over her face.
One day Cam rang up. I got to the accommodation early, and I said, she said, where are you? And I said, I'm at the resort. And she said, the resort? We're not staying at a resort. I said, yes, we are. The last resort. It's one of those places where the tree out the front had grown over the top of the sign that said colour TV. So, so you know it's getting old.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Colour TV.
And those are the ones you're like, we can do it for 24 hours. We can do it for the night. We'll be out of here in the morning.
Well, this is true. Locations have like mythical status. When I was a kid and we took like road trips in the car, I always wanted to stay at a Holiday Inn. And like we could never afford to stay at a Holiday Inn. And then Elton John recorded a song called Holiday Inn about you tour America.
Yeah.
And you stay at all these Holiday Inns. So never got to the Holiday Inn.
You still haven't?
Well, I mean, as an adult now, but not as a kid. I got money now.
It was
I can
fancy.
afford
I
all of it.
remember in Columbus, Indiana, they had a holodrome. And it was a domed area with the swimming pool inside.
Wow.
Which smells exactly like what you're thinking right now.
Yeah.
You walk into a terrarium that smells like chlorine, and there are all these people in the pool, and you're like, this is awesome. We thought that was the coolest thing ever. Turned out it really wasn't.
No. But in
Didn't live up to the
hindsight,
hype.
yeah. Well, I know at least one Tuesday a month you will sleep in your own beds, because you guys are doing a Tuesday a month at the Station Inn, kind of a cool residency for the rest of the year. That's great.
We love it.
We've been playing there now for a couple of years, once a month on a Tuesday, and it's always so fun because you have that transient audience that are just, coming through. They don't know who they're coming to see, and typically they think they're coming to watch a French family band. So we, then they hear us speak and, knock that out.
What's going on here?
But we always have people travelling from afar. They know that we're going to be playing there. This week, while we were there, we had a couple from Texas that came just to see us.
Oh, that's
from
great.
Texas.
That's so cool.
Norway, it's been amazing.
Yeah. Well, it's so intimate too, because I mean they're literally right there. So I mean it's not many places you get that feel anymore.
That's true.
Now, you guys have a new album that's coming in June. So give us a little update on what we can expect.
Well, it's all original material that we've been writing since we got here. We got here 7 years ago, and we got here just before the pandemic. So some of the songs were, well, probably 4 or 5 of the songs were written during the pandemic, and some of them actually relate to that time and how, we came over here without any job, didn't have a house, we had 3 young kids, and we thought, we're crazy. But we did it, and it's been the best thing we've ever done. So, and the album, so all the songs relate to this time in our lives. So
and take us back to moving, because when you guys came to Nashville, this was a leap of faith. I mean, because this is not driving from Chattanooga, and if it, 3 weeks in, this isn't what I want.
We're changing our minds.
2 hours later, you're back home. This was a pick up and move kind of deal.
It really was. And, we would lie awake at night and I would say to Stewie, what are we doing? We don't actually have a job to go to. I mean, most people have a job, or, he would always say to me, it's going to be fine. It'll be okay. He doesn't really stress much. I'm the one that grinds my teeth.
Sure.
Sure. But we just knew it was the right thing to do at that time. We felt like we were just doing the same things in Australia. As much as we love it, we wanted more. And whenever we would come here to Nashville in particular, it would feel like home away from home. So, and we had the people like Jeff Taylor, who I'm sure he's one of our dearest friends and biggest supporters. And right from the get-go, he was the one. He would email us every few months and say, how's the green card going? When are you coming? He said, I don't say to many people to come over and to come to this town for work. He said, but for your family, I say, welcome y'all.
Oh, I know. That's so perfect. Sonny, how old were you when you guys moved?
I think I was about 12, and my siblings were 9 and 15, so pretty awkward sort of time to move, you know.
Right. How did you feel about it?
Well, it was actually, honestly, at the time, it's kind of crazy to even think about it, but I was in Australia. I was about to move into a high school because the system over there is K to 6, 7 to 12. So I was going to go into high school. So I went from primary school to high school, moved to America, back to middle school, and then back to high school. It was kind of funny, but yeah, it was great though. Like just being around, obviously, the best musicians in the world. At that age, I didn't really realize what was happening yet, but now I can sort of appreciate it more, you know.
And were you the cool kid with an accent?
I was for a couple days, and then
I
it
was
wore
wondering.
off.
I remember we had a kid that moved from, I think he was from Spain, and we were all like, Jacobo's got an accent. That's awesome. Like, it was great. And then we all cheated off of him in Spanish because he knew what he was doing. So we're going to play a song right now. This is Just a Little Love. Give us the backstory on this song. And is this the world premiere of the song on the radio?
It really is.
Yay!
Yeah.
I love when we get to do that. Okay.
Yes, well, Stewie and I wrote this with Sam Gay and Templeton Thompson. And I guess it was inspired, like we've spoken about, the move over. I mean, for me, am I going to be able to make friends? I'm coming to a whole new country at my age. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a lot of worry. But honestly, I needn't have worried because I feel like we were so embraced from the moment we got here, whether it was the soccer community, the school community, and you know, it's just that having a little bit of love can make all the difference, you know, in everyone's life, and it certainly helped our family to settle in here for sure.
I love it. Well, we're playing it right now all around the world. It's the French Family Band, and it is Just a Little Love.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Hey, crank it up!
WSM.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Good Friday morning. This is Holly Thompson with your WSMV4 News Update. Tennessee is now the latest state to approve a redistricting plan to give their majority party an extra seat in time for this fall's midterm elections. Tennessee's Republican-led legislature approved a new congressional district. It splits up the state's only predominantly black district. Now, the redrawn line split the Memphis area 3 ways, the Nashville metro region 5 ways, making it likely that Republicans will gain a seat and have full control over the state's congressional delegation. So what happens next? Well, lawmakers passed a separate bill giving candidates until next Friday, that's May 15th, to qualify for the new districts or drop out of the race. The primary election is still August 6th, with early voting starting July 17th. You will see more officers and Tennessee Highway Patrol troopers around school zones in Clarksville today. They will conduct strict enforcement, looking to make sure no one is on their phone, speeding through the school zones, or not stopping for school buses. Police say their goal is to protect everyone traveling through school zones and make sure drivers are slowing down and avoiding distractions. And the Iroquois Steeplechase returns this weekend for its 85th anniversary at Percy Warner Park. And for the first time, they will have a live music stage in center field where artists will perform throughout the day. The opening ceremony kicks off tomorrow at noon. It'll be followed by 7 races, with the Iroquois being the main event. The Iroquois race has a purse of $250,000. Some of that money could stay here in town. 4 of the 10 horses in the field for that race live and train in the Nashville area. You can follow updates on these stories and the latest on your First Alert forecast. It's all in the WSMV4 News app. From the WSMV4 Newsroom, I'm Holly Thompson.
WSM weather. From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your First Alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. Mostly sunny today. Temperatures in the 60s this afternoon, then chilly tonight, down to the 40s and higher elevations in the 30s by tomorrow morning. Great end to the week tomorrow. Mostly sunny with highs in the 70s.
Okay, we're looking at a high of 73, but right now we're around 54 degrees. Here's what's happening in sports with Charlie Max.
Busy weekend. NASCAR going to be doing the road course up at Watkins Glen. The Go Bowling at the Glen. That'll be on Fox Sports 1 and HBO Max on Sunday. Nashville SC back on the pitch tomorrow night. Little late start, 8:15 at Geodis Park for this one. It's the Fox Sports 1 game of the week. Nashville and DC United at Geodis Park. Opening night for the WNBA. 3 games, all on Ion TV. NBA playoffs, Pistons and the Thunder win last night. They both lead their second-round series 2-0. And in hockey, the Carolina Hurricanes now lead the Flyers 3-0 after a 4-1 win. Braves and Dodgers tonight at Dodger Stadium. That's sports.
From WSM Radio, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
We're always excited when they stop by. The French Family Band is in studio with us this morning. They've got new music on the way coming in June 12th. So the countdown is on. And I like how you guys are sprinkling like the singles out. You know, it's like, here's a little taste of it. Got a little bit more for you. And then the whole project comes in June. So it's the perfect rollout for it. We also mentioned you guys are doing kind of a standing rotation. Is it every Tuesday that you're doing?
At the station Inn.
At the
It's
station
once a
Inn.
month.
Once a month on
It
Tuesdays.
is,
Okay.
yes.
And then you also have coming up, you're playing 3rd and Lindsley on Wednesday the 29th. So you've got that coming up.
We're
as well.
excited about that because that's we call that the French Connection, and it's with some of our favourite people and musicians, the likes of Jimmy Fortune, Ben Isaacs, Janae Fleener, Jeff Taylor, Mike Rogers. Yeah, so
Well, you're talking about musicianship.
right?
Yeah.
We're so spoiled.
Yeah. And Mike is one of those guys who, no matter what you need, he can do it. And if you need a singer, he can do it. You need a guitar player, do it. Heck, if you need a drummer, he can do it, right?
He drums in our
he's
band
incredible,
for us.
right?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Well, speaking of dates, I want you to take me back to March 29th, 2023, because that was the first time you guys played about 50 feet away at the Grand Ole Opry.
That was definitely a bucket list moment, especially for all of us. And we got to perform our song 1945, which was written all about the Grand Ole Opry. So, yeah, it was a real highlight of our career.
It was. How about you, Sonny?
It was pretty nerve-wracking. I remember, I was pretty nervous, like very nervous, and hearing all the music come from the stage, and I was back there, and then Mr. Ricky Skaggs walked in, and I was like, all right. Like, that just had to happen. Like, did I have to see that? Like, it just made me so nervous. But
the cool thing about it is, like, moving here when you're 12 and then having these connections and, just casually throwing out Janae Fleener and you've got these incredible people. You've just grown up with this now, which I think is really tremendous. And I know you don't know any other perspective of it, but from an outsider's looking in, anybody that's looking at this is like, man, this is so cool that all these people have known you since you were 12,
Yeah.
That's
No,
pretty
it's
awesome.
definitely very blessed with all that. But
And they're like family to us, These kids have grown up with Jimmy and Nina and Ben. They're all like uncles and aunties to our kids.
Right.
Yeah, they ring them on their birthdays. They celebrate with us. It is very special.
Well, and the coolest thing is not only is everybody you mentioned a great musician, but they're just good humans,
Right.
which is maybe more important, to be honest, but they're all good people, too. Yeah.
They really are.
You referenced welcoming the soccer community. You still play?
not anymore. I'm retired.
Yeah. Don't even bring one out on the road and kick some during sound check at all? Or? All right. Have you guys been to Geodis Park, our beautiful soccer home for Nashville SC?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful stadium. Gosh.
I love that. That would be fun for you guys to do the guitar riff. It would be a totally. Did you do it?
I did that when I was 13 or something. It was during the lockdown, so they actually came to my house. They brought the custom NSC Les Paul Gibson, all that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
You need to do it again. It's been a while. Yeah, let's repeat that. Well, you all have guitars. You're ready to go. What do you want to play for us this morning?
We're gonna do a song. It's called Till the World Starts Spinning Again. It's about that time, sort of 2020. Everything was shut down. I was out of school and I loved it. Got to just sit around and play guitar all day.
Those were the days.
This is on the album, this one.
But it's all about sitting in our living room trying to do shows from the lounge room. We came all the way from Australia to set up and play in our living room. And what was funny about it, after 2 years of doing those little home concerts and Facebook
Live.
Facebook Live, sorry. When we finally got out to do it, you tell them.
We finally got out to do a live show when people were actually clapping in person. Sonny didn't know what that noise was. He was so used to doing Facebook Lives where you'd get thumbs up.
Oh, sure. I remember the thumbs up. And I remember that people would send you they would send you coins or whatever on certain things, or that was a whole ecosystem that people were learning how to use. And what a time. So when you guys came, from the time that you got here to when the world shut down, how quick did that happen?
Well, we arrived in June of 2019, so
so you just had
we still didn't really have any work. We were reaching out to venues, but nobody knew who we were or what we did. So honestly, we still had no work at that point, and then everything shut down. So we had to get creative. It was like, go back to Australia, or maybe we could do these live streams. And so we did them really just to keep in contact with family and friends, but they kind of blew up into something, and we started putting on performances every Saturday night, and we had people. Sometimes we'd have over 1,000 people at one time watching, and then the videos got viewed millions of times.
Such
it was
a blessing
amazing.
in disguise, right?
I
Isn't it crazy? Everyone was craving community so much at that point. And the feeling, I remember watching live streams and it just feeling like, Well, at least we're with people in some way.
Yeah.
You know, if we can't be together in person, at least we all are experiencing this together.
I mean, we even had the likes of Marty Stewart. He rang Stewie and said, Connie and I, we love your shows you put on. And, you know, what
my
is happening? And anyway, they wanted to take us out for dinner. So we went and had dinner with them and got to know them a bit better. But that was all through our live streams.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it was amazing.
What a blessing. All right, well, whenever y'all are ready, take it away.
They turned off the neon lights on Broadway, a town full of honky-tonks, but we got nowhere to play. Music Row looks like a ghost town. What I'd give to hear some of that high lonesome sound. But I can't wait till the world starts spinning again. I can't wait to get back making music with my friends. But we'll keep making a living in our living room till then. Picking and singing till the world starts spinning again. We packed up all our lives in a guitar case. We didn't bother looking back, 'cause we had dreams to chase. I used to love to sing behind closed doors. Now it's hello walls. I'm getting tired of walking the floor, but I can't wait till the world starts spinning again. I can't wait to get back making music with my friends. But we'll keep making a living in our living room till then. Picking and singing till the world starts spinning again. 'Cause I can't wait till the world starts spinning again. I can't wait to get back making music with my friends. But we'll keep making a living in our living room till then. Picking and singing till the world starts spinning again. Picking and grinning till the world starts spinning again.
Yeah.
If you take the subject matter out and you just listen to it, that could have been written in the 50s. That could have, but then when you're talking about the whole world shutting down, you're like, nope, I know what year that was in. Wow. Man, that sounded so good. Thank you guys for coming in. We are so tickled every time that you stop by. It's always so much fun. Again, tell me the name. It's Hewn to Hickory. Hewn. Okay, and the way that it was typed in, I was like, that's got to be a typo. H-U-O.
Did you mean Huron?
Huron, yeah, Huron, right? So tell me about Hewn. What is that?
Well, Hewn is a famous river in Tasmania, and Hewn pine is a timber that only grows on the banks of the Hewn River, and it's a really exotic, beautiful timber that they used to make boats, and it had a lot of oil in it, so it lasts forever, and the trees take thousands of years to grow. So anyway, because that was the only thing, we had some Hewn pine things. People send us maps of Tasmania made out of Hewn pine to put on the wall when we do our live stream.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And you see, it's really rare timber. You can't fault Hewn pine anymore. And the hickory, still got a croak.
He sounded great.
The hickory side of it's because we moved here, and the hickory is so common here. And my dad was a wood chopper, an axeman, and he used to make all his axe handles out of hickory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's weird thinking back. Wow.
Yeah. Was the hewn ever used for guitars at all, or is it too rare for
too
that?
Heavy.
Oh, okay.
Maybe some people might have, but man, it would have been expensive guitar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of those too in town.
Right.
Expensive guitars. Yeah.
They're real proud of them around here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, thank you again for stopping by. Hewn to Hickory is coming out on June the 12th. You can catch up with the French Family Band. They're going to be playing Wednesday the 29th at 3rd and Lindsley, and then back in May the 12th at the Station Inn.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
The following program is for entertainment purposes only.
Presented in part by Puckett's Restaurant.
Springer Mountain Farms is a brand people trust. They're American in every sense of the word and take great pride in producing simply superior Springer Mountain Farms chicken for you and your family. Hi, this is Bill Cody. At Springer Mountain Farms, the best flavor and quality are guaranteed. They have a long-standing commitment to using 100% U.S.-grown corn and soybeans to feed their chickens, and they raise their chickens responsibly on family farms in the hills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. All Springer Mountain Farms practices and procedures are American Humane certified. Springer Mountain Farms' Simply Superior Chicken is always all natural and never fed any animal byproducts, antibiotics, or hormones. At Springer Mountain Farms, they do it all to feed you, America, Simply Superior Springer Mountain Farms Chicken. Visit SpringerMTN.com to find Springer Mountain Farms Simply Superior Chicken at a store or restaurant near you. And experience the Springer Mountain Farms Simply Superior difference today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-581-1414. That's 800-581-1414. 800-581-1414.
Here's a performance from a recent episode of Opry Live on Coffee, Country, and Cody.
She grew up on the side of the road where the church bells ring and strong love grows. She grew up good, she grew up slow, like American honey. Steady as a preacher, free as a weed. Couldn't wait to get going, but wasn't quite ready to leave. So innocent, pure and sweet, American honey. There's a wild, wild whisper blowing in the wind, calling out my name like a long lost friend. Oh, I miss those days as the years go by. Oh, nothing sweet, the summertime and American honey. Get caught in the race to this crazy life, trying to be everything can make you lose your mind. I just wanna go back in time to American honey. Yeah. There's a wild, wild whisper blowing
so long now. I gotta get back to her somehow. To American.
That is Lady A on the stage at the Grand Ole Opry with American Honey. Y'all, things just got real in the studio. Listen, we were even. We were even, and we had to bring in the tiebreaker, and I think we've got the perfect one. So we were discussing, Megan Maroney is the front runner at this year's ACM Awards. They're coming up in Las Vegas in next week, like a week and a half. And she is up for, I believe, 8 nominations. Front runner in all of 9.
9 says Google.
Okay, yes. 9. She has a conflict because she is in her best friend's wedding. And the intel that we have is she isn't going to the award ceremony because she's in her best friend's wedding. We discussed it. Would you go to your best friend's wedding or would you go to the ACM Awards? I said awards. Amber said wedding. Annie said wedding. Charlie said awards.
Jeff said wedding.
Jeff
we
said
were
wedding.
even. Okay.
Larry Gatlin is here. He is the voice of reason. How many awards have you been to in your lifetime? Thousands, probably.
Not as many as I'd like to have
Okay,
been.
well, that's a good
answer.
answer.
The brother, that didn't get a laugh at all. I kind of thought it would. It didn't.
It's early.
Hey, the brothers and I have been very blessed.
We are fighting.
Well, very blessed to have been to some. We've been to a lot. We've won a few.
Yes.
And that old deal about, well, it was just great to be. No, I voted for us.
Right.
You have the right to be at the top of your own pyramid.
I like
and
that.
here's what they need to do about that wedding. They need to have that sucker out in the lobby of the hotel or where.
The ACMs?
Yeah,
People
right out
get
there in
married
the lobby.
Vegas all the time.
See, you could walk right down one aisle and walk right down the other one. And things come up in life. And we have priorities. And who was it was going to be?
Megan Maroney.
Maggie. Well, Megan had, that's in her heart and soul and how she has to work that out. Our business, it's that deal about there are no second acts and everybody's looking for that 15 minutes of fame. This is, and fame and fortune, that's not all there is to it. So if in her heart, let's honor that and say, right, but Megan, you're wrong. No, I'm If it were me, I'd go to that award show and accept that award or clap for whoever, got it.
Mm-hmm.
These things are kind of fleeting. They're important. I know what it did for our career.
See, and I think that's interesting too, because I hadn't even thought about that aspect of it. We were only just thinking, internally, how does it make you feel if you're not going to your best friend's wedding versus going to something that could be monumental for your career? But the longevity and the things that you saw outside of awards really spiked numbers, record sales, everything.
Do you know who wants you to go to that award show?
Your best friend.
Your bus driver.
Oh.
Your road crew.
Yeah.
The people who work at Holiday Inn. The people at Southwest Airlines. The people at Waffle House. Wherever. I've told people one little song for us and being on the Tonight Show, All the Gold was number 13 in Billboard when we went on the Johnny Carson show. The next week it went to 8. The next week it went to 1. That impacted, and I don't mean to get heavy.
Yeah.
But it's capitalism. It's the people, I don't mean to say it this, downstream.
Yeah.
The people that blesses to their life and all. And like I say, Megan, that you have to look in the mirror or in your heart and soul and see about that.
Yeah.
But if she wants to go to the wedding, I'll go accept the award for her, make a nice speech.
I love that.
Would that work?
Well, that's
Megan?
what I'm saying. I think that if you physically can't be there, because I think again, you are the expert. I don't have a career where I'm getting awarded and have to show up and I'm wanting that to move the needle. I feel like award show culture is different today than it was even 5 to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It is very performance heavy, which is, again, to your point, I see how that moves the needle if you have
You're
a
missing
big
the performance.
Yes. But also I'm like, if I'm being recognized at this level and I am winning this award, I think I've done enough at that point to get that award and have that in my trophy case, whether I'm physically there or not.
Or can you send up your team?
That's
Can
what
you
I'm saying,
send up
the
your
team up.
Send them up to represent you. That's
even
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
give
that
them
that's
their-
been done. I've never
Nanny,
seen
nanny,
that.
boo, boo.
I've never seen that done where they've sent up somebody like
And that
manager.
could be, that could
would
just
be cool.
be a
I've
a
seen
little
them
fix
send
to the situation.
Songwriters
Take
up.
it, Charlie.
I just think your window of opportunity for
Yeah.
winning things is short.
I agree.
Now, we all can look at the we're not going to say who, but we can all look at 5 people nominated. And you know that 3 of them are only nominated because you need 5. And there's no way they're going to win. They may have won in the past, but they're past the expiration. They're expired as far as winning, right? So only 2 are potentially going to win. You have to strike while you're still one of the 2.
But then you've got Brooks
Right.
and Dunn who come out of nowhere and they've won 2 years in a row.
Well, they're in the Hall of Fame.
Sure,
And,
but I'm saying
and they've
you just
sold like
never-
more records than everybody in the category
Yeah.
combined.
I know,
But
but
they
I'm saying
are-
you
There's
just
a
never
reason.
know.
They are the outlier, though. I mean, that
Right.
rarely ever
Sure.
happens.
Right.
And I know
That's
that
the
they are a
outlier.
very special
Right.
case, but
Yeah.
I think it just comes down to not what you value, but depending on who it is,
Yeah.
the situation. If this is my best friend in life,
Right.
like
Right.
it's
Because you also have an expiration date to be 20 something
and to show up for
and-
your people.
Yeah.
That's right. So, Megan, if you're listening, I'll be there and I'll just walk up on that stage and accept for you. No problem.
That's a beautiful
10%.
That's a beautiful plan B.
That's all I ask for. That's all I ask
There we
for.
go.
We're going to rewind to the stage right now. Molly Tuttle with Octopus's Garden. You're hearing it right now on WSM.
I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. He let us in, knows where we've been in his octopus's garden in the shade. I'd ask my friends to come and see an octopus's garden with me. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. We would be warm below the storm in our little hideaway beneath the waves, resting our head on the seabed in an octopus's garden near a cave. We would sing and dance around because we know we can't be found. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Was unlike anything you could ever imagine.
WSM.
Hey, let's drink a little coffee. Green Room Coffee for our guests from Hemisphere, coffeeroasters.com. A great place to start is on their homepage at hemispherecoffeeroasters.com with Espresso Honey Blend. A variety of different flavored coffees. You'll see direct from the farm, where they shake the hand of the farmer. That's the phrase that they use, Paul and Grace Kurtz. They have bourbon barrel-aged coffee that everybody seems to rave about, and you can get the pods, you can get gourmet chocolate, you can get gourmet hot chocolate mix, all that, one stop. Flavored coffees include jungle nut, blueberry cobbler, toasted southern pecan. This whole story starts with Diego Chavarria down in Nicaragua, and they continue that relationship to this day. If you watch the documentary, and you can online, I think you'll be just have a whole new appreciation for a coffee bean, where it starts and how it winds up in your cup each morning. Not bad work for a cup of coffee. Hemisphere, coffeeroasters.com.
From the Simply Superior Studio, inside the Springer Mountain Farms Acuff House, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody, presented in part by Hemisphere Coffee Roasters.
Your radio home for the Opry. WSM Nashville.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump says the ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran is still on after the two countries traded fire Thursday. U.S. Central Command says it conducted self-defense strikes against Iranian targets after Iran fired at U.S. destroyers in the Strait of Hormuz. The monthly jobs report is out, and it's beat expectations. Most analysts were predicting around 55 to 60,000 new jobs created in April versus the 178,000 the month prior. Instead, non-farm payrolls jumped by 115,000 last month. Law & Order is set to be renewed for a 26th season. More from Mark Mayfield.
The legendary crime show originally ran for 20 seasons through 2010 on NBC and was revived in 2022. Variety reports that last-minute details of the renewal are still being finalized.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
WSM weather.
From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your First Alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. Mostly sunny today. Temperatures in the 60s this afternoon, then chilly tonight, down to the 40s and higher elevations in the 30s by tomorrow morning. Great end to the week tomorrow. Mostly sunny with highs in the 70s.
We're at 60 degrees right now, on our way to a high of 76. Here's Charlie Meadows with a look at sports.
Big series tonight starting at Dodger Stadium. 3-game set with the LA Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves, two of the best teams in baseball. In fact, the Braves, along with the Yankees and the Cubs, have the best record in baseball. They are all 26-12. The Dodgers, of course, are the World Series champs. They're 23-14. And Chris Sale will be on the mound for Atlanta tonight. He's already won 6 games this season. First pitch, 9 o'clock, streaming on ESPN Unlimited. Speaking of the Cubs, their winning streak now up to 9 in a row. They beat the Reds 8-3. And this is an amazing stat. They've won 15 in a row at Wrigley, and that is their longest home winning streak in 91 years at Wrigley Field. The Reds are going in the opposite direction. They've lost 7 in a row. Nashville Sounds sweep a doubleheader at Louisville yesterday, 3-1 and 9-6. That series continues tonight. Pistons and the Thunder both pick up wins in the NBA playoffs. They both lead their respective series 2-0. Opening night for the WNBA, Carolina Hurricanes lead Philadelphia 3-0 in the second round of the NHL playoffs. Nashville SC plays tomorrow night at Geodis Park. They take on DC United. That is the Fox Sports 1 national game of the week, so a little bit later start time, 8:15 tomorrow at Geodis Park. And NASCAR heading up to upstate New York, Watkins Glen for the road course. That's sports.
Thank you to the French Family Band for stopping by and being with us. They've got that new single, Just a Little Love, out now. The new album coming in June. Album release is Tuesday, June 9th. So you can pre-save it, go find it. Thank you to Larry Gatlin for coming in and not being a tiebreaker, but telling us the thought about wedding versus ACM Awards. And
He said, "You're wrong."
Firmly said ACM Awards. You
Yeah.
would too.
Not I.
Yeah, I know.
I
Not
talked
some
too
of
much
us.
a while ago, so I'm just going to say yeah.
Hey, hang out with us. There's more on the radio side. We'll see you Monday.